Okay, people, we have the Unpacked event today in San Jose where Samsung is going to take the wraps off its brand new flagship smartphone, the S25 Ultra. Now, I have last year's S24 Ultra. I've been using it for the past year. My favorite flagship. I like it better than the iPhone. I did a review on it. I'll leave a link to that review in the description below. Even if you go with this right now, you'll probably get a great discount. Again, links for everything in the description below. But what can we expect for as far as the flagship is concerned, the S25 Ultra here for 2025? There are a few things that I want to get out of the way. Number one, it's going to have pretty much the same form factor. It's not going to be a radical change over the S24 Ultra. Number two, they are missing a couple of key things that I think are a bit disappointing. And number three, we're going to get some really good trade-ins if you decide to trade in the S24 Ultra, up to $900 in terms of a trade-in. Additional credits, I will leave links for everything in the description below. Those are my affiliate links that help support the channel. I'm going to actually trade mine in as well. If they're giving $900 for this, it's definitely a worthy trade-in as far as I'm concerned, as far as value. It helps bring the cost down dramatically, and I think definitely want to upgrade. Now, if you have the S24 Ultra, I don't know if you necessarily need to upgrade, but if you want to be like me, have the latest and greatest, I do have a review channel, so of course I'm going to upgrade. It's certainly held up well over the past year, so I'm not having any issues. 6.8-inch display is not going to change. Now, as far as the cameras are concerned, you do get a little bit of a change here. It's now a 50-megapixel ultra-wide camera. That's the difference, and it's going to take better macro photography, macro shots. So definitely that is pretty good. But other than that, there's really not much of a change in terms of the camera, other than that new ultra wide lens that they're using. The design wise, it's pretty much going to be the same, maybe a little bit more rounded on the corners. But other than that, it's probably going to be the same form factor here, so don't expect anything too dramatic. It's going to have the same 5,000 milliamp hour battery. It's going to have all the AI features that this is going to have, so I don't think there's going to be anything too drastic with this. So the big takeaway is the loss of one major feature to me, and that is the S Pen is no longer Bluetooth. This is a big loss in my opinion, because I like to take selfies, I like to take photos, group photos, and I'll use the S Pen to take the photo. So for instance, if I want to take a photo of this laptop here, which is the Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Edge, so if I open my camera here and I point it to the laptop here, and if I just hit the, and maybe I'll go like this. So if I just hit the button right there, boom, it took the photo right there. So there you go. It's a really good way to take a photo and not have to worry about it. Now, there's other Bluetooth functionality that you can go with that you won't get anymore. So that's a big disappointment as far as I'm concerned. So no longer do you get a Bluetooth S Pen. That's a big loss in my opinion. The other thing that is missing is a 16 gigabyte option with the S25 Ultra. This is another issue for me because I want to have on a flagship the most RAM you can have, especially if you're a power user. It will only go up to 12 gigabytes like its brethren, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. So that is definitely a little bit of a negative. So no Bluetooth S Pen, 12 gigabytes of RAM, no 16 gigabyte option. So that is a bit disappointing. Now, a lot of incentives if you do trade in. There are some credits that we will get from Samsung if you go to their website. Again, links for everything in the description below. All right, let's talk about that trade-in specifically for the S25 Ultra. You get up to $900 of instant trade-in credit, up to $300 of instant Samsung credit. That's redeemable on storage upgrades, add-ons, and Samsung Care. Plus, you get an additional $50 Samsung credit through my link in the description below. So make sure you hit that link if you are interested in trading up and trading in, say, your Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, getting a nice credit there, getting some extra stuff there. That's always a big win for everybody involved. So again, link will be in the description below. Now, as far as the S25 Plus, you get up to $700 of instant trade-in credit, up to $100 of instant Samsung credit, redeemable on storage upgrades, add-ons, and Samsung Care. Plus, you get that additional exclusive $50 Samsung credit, again, through that link below. And then as far as the standard S25, you get up to $500 of instant trade-in credit, up to $50 of the instant Samsung credit redeemable on storage upgrades, add-ons, and Samsung Care. And you get that exclusive $50 Samsung credit through the link below. Again, everything you have here is in the links below. And if you are a student, you can get an additional 5% discount on any of the products that we mentioned here. So definitely want to check that out. So as far as the colors are concerned for the S25 and the S25 Plus, blue, black, coral red, pink gold, and in the S25 Ultra, titanium jet black, titanium jade green, and titanium pink gold. My thoughts are, and again, I have to do a full review when I get it into the studio, but my thoughts are a big step back in a lot of ways, not having the S Pen being Bluetooth, and of course, no 16 gigabyte option. But other than that, if you really like the S24 Ultra, then, you know, it's going to be a nice phone, the same kind of phone, but I don't necessarily think you need to upgrade unless you need the latest and greatest. And again, if you want the new colors, there are new colors. I'm putting them on the screen right now. Pretty muted, nothing crazy, nothing outrageous, but that's fine. I go with the tried and true here. I have the titanium black here, whatever they're calling it, the titanium gray. It's a very standard type color, and it's not going to stand out too much. And again, this frosted back is absolutely gorgeous with the Gorilla Glass, all that stuff. And again, the display, 6.8 inches, very, very nice. And again, these are the squared off edges. It's flat. I think they're going to round it off a little bit, as you can see in this photo here. So definitely something to keep in mind. But again, nothing drastic in terms of a redesign. So just keep that in mind. 5,000 milliamp hour battery, as I mentioned. We'll have more to say on this very soon. The design here to me is excellent. It's one of my favorites in terms of a flagship. So I'll have more to say on this. But again, links for everything in the description below as we get all this information today at the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event. I will be getting one in for review, so stay tuned. That will be coming very soon.